Hey, how's it going, everybody? It is officially 3 o'clock Eastern Time. My name is Jared Fuller, aka the Jared Bear. Today's date is Sunday, March 19th, 2023. It is a Sunday after Easter, and it is the last Sunday of the winter season as spring officially begins tomorrow, the first day of spring. Right on schedule, right on time. That's Dad walking off camera, answering his phone call. Amy is over here off camera on the couch talking to you're talking to your son on Messenger? Oh, okay. So they're both preoccupied with calls and messages and such. There's a lot to go over from this past week. Um, so first of all, I've been trying to set up some travel plans. I'm not saying where I'm going or which airport I'm using or anything like that, but just know that I am trying to coordinate and set up some travel plans, which I will probably find out this week sometime. I'm not announcing where I'm going. I'm not announcing where I'll be, but just know that I am working on going somewhere, and I'm not saying when I'm leaving. But yeah, so I've been doing that. I've been running like a chicken with my head cut off this past week, trying to get everything situated and dealing with dealing with airline tickets and all that stuff. It's been absolutely frustrating and overwhelming, but I've been working through that. Um, I found out this past week that my mom she's gonna find out when she will be starting her chemo and radiation. However, we've run into another wall, I guess you could call it. Um, they found another tumor on her bladder, so she won't be able to start treatment until that the new tumor is surgically removed. So it's another setback. It has been an emotional, crazy week. I got drunk this past week. I decided to go down to the back 40, and this was after I had learned of the news of my mom. And I was drunk. I slammed about 10 beers in a row nonstop. I woke up with a hangover the next morning. I haven't drank since. We're gonna check the chat log here. Um, Hello, Kay. I know who Kay is. By the way, the chat log's open. You guys are more than welcome to come on in and say hello and contribute to the conversation. And if you don't behave yourself, you'll get the fuck off boot to purple oblivion. And that's my favorite saying. That's my new favorite phrase. Um, but it has been an emotional roller coaster with my mom and her health, and I'm doing everything I can to keep it together. On top of trying to be there for her, not if not physically present, I can be an emotional support for her over the phone or text messages or whatever the case may be. So I'm trying to be there for my mom as much as I can because she is having a hell of a time health wise. There were a few other things I wanted to get to in this week's Sunday video. So, for those of you who are subscribed to this channel, you know that I started to release editorials talking about specific topics and such. I discovered just today, just a matter of fact, before I went live, I discovered that one of my videos was removed by YouTube because of, I don't know, I guess it was terms and policies, like a violation. It was an editorial about the unspoken disease of childhood cancer advocacy. And why I still think, and I stand by what I say in the editorial, my thoughts and views have not changed. It's why I still think that Tom Mitchell is the biggest fucking lying sack of shit narcissist there is, and why Debbie Carver won't do anything unless her name is attached to it for the recognition and the credit. So fuck you to who anybody or to anyone who reported that video or done whatever. Maybe YouTube recognized it on their own and decided to take it down. But either way, fuck you. I stand by what I say. Nothing has changed and nothing will change. Awareness does not lead to cures, and we know this. And I'm still going to ask you for evidence of that claim, which I have not received any evidence of that at all whatsoever. So fuck off if anybody has any objection to that. And there was the other thing I wanted to talk about. So someone on Facebook had posted a selfie of, in their swimsuit, their bathing suit, or whatever you want to call it. And I said, wow, you look amazing. Wasn't anything sexual or inappropriate or perverted. They ended up blocking me. Now, I'm not here to whine or complain about that. I couldn't give a fuck less what they do. But what is Facebook? Why do people post selfies and other useless, pointless shit on Facebook? Why do they do it? For the feedback and validation. That's why they do it. If you don't want people giving any kind of input on a picture that you post, then well, first of all, you can't get offended by something that someone says because you posted it. For no other reason, why do you post selfies? For the validation and the feedback, which is what you got. So to the person who blocked me, you too can fuck off, because you're trying to turn this into something that it's not. And I've dealt with this any number of times before, by the way, where people like to do something and then try to, speaking of gaslighting, which I've been accused of not long ago, actually, but that's not the thing is when I ask someone to provide evidence for something and they fall short on that request, that's not me gaslighting them when I call them a fucking idiot. Gaslighting is when you're twisting reality to make it sound as though you are insane. Me calling a spade is not gaslighting when I call you an idiot. And in this case, gaslighting would be exactly what happened here. If you're going to post a selfie in your bathing suit or swimsuit or whatever, and if someone like myself comes along and says, hey, you look amazing, and you block them for that, you are in fact gaslighting them, because you're trying to make it sound like something it isn't. There is no harm or no foul. Yeah, exactly. And there was no sexual innuendo. I said, wow, you look amazing. So, yeah. And as a matter of fact, and this is the irony, I was accused of gaslighting by Tom Mitchell, by the way, in one of his posts on his Stillbury page where he's bashing me and accusing me of things. Well, coming from a narcissist who thinks that he's God's gift to children, it's not gaslighting if I'm saying you're a fucking idiot for believing things to which there is no evidence. That's not me gaslighting you. That's calling a spade a spade. And if you can't accept that, Bear agrees. He's out there barking. I think he's barking at the cat, by the way, but that's not gaslighting. Me calling you an idiot for accepting things of which there is no evidence, that's me calling a spade a spade. That's not gaslighting. What he's doing, jumping on a bandwagon and fostering a lie, that's gaslighting. So it's been one of those interesting, busy kind of weeks. And you can take what's that? Go ahead. It was a woman that said that to me, or no? Oh, a woman that said that to her. You look amazing. Yeah. Nah, not sexist at all. Not sexist at all. Nah. Where did he get an idea like that? And by the way, I have lots of female friends on social media that when they do post selfies on Facebook and I leave a comment like, you look stunning, you look fabulous, you're glowing, they don't look at that as a sexual comment. They say thank you, or they react to my comment with a heart emoji or whatever, which is kind of cute, but they say thank you and then they move on. They don't make a big deal out of, oh, well, I think I should block him because I was butthurt. Yeah, fuck off. Well, yeah, I mean they do that too at times, but it's like no harm was done. What are you getting all butthurt about? But I just had to mention that, and the fact that one of my editorial videos were taken down. But guess what? There's going to be more to come soon, so make sure you're subscribed. But I stand by everything I said in that video that was taken down. It was called The Unspoken Disease. There were 44 views on it. And it's the very thing that no one other than myself will talk about because they fear the backlash that comes with it. I don't. I fear nothing when it comes to speaking the truth because the truth is not, it shouldn't be something you fear. The truth is the truth. And a lie, when questioned, especially when it's coming from a narcissist, then it becomes an issue because they don't like the pushback. They like to have full control, like the fucking alpha male that they are. Um, that they are an embarrassment not only to themselves but everybody who follows and proverbially sucks the balls of the narcissist. And I don't care who likes it or who doesn't. That's the fucking truth. So to all of you sheeple who are following and worshiping and doing all this stupid mundane shit, keep deep throating because that's the only thing saving you. And yeah, I'm kind of going off the rails this week. I'm on fire, but I don't care. It's been a long week, and it's just been a hell of a week. And I'm going to use I was going to say time, but I'm going to use this Sunday video update to kind of unwind a little bit. And if anything I say here offends you, well, then go down the fucking hall. There's other channels you can whine and pout on because you're not going to do it here. But anyway, Dad, how was your week?
Good. I'm back and forth to the doctor. I go 22nd, I go Tuesday.
Are you still here, Kay? Are you still in chat? I know who that is, by the way, but I'm not going to say their name. If you are still here, just say yes. Or Deo Deo, sing the Banana Boat song. There's actually 4 people watching. I don't know who you are, but thank you for watching. And I know you might not be able to tell on the camera, but this is a green shirt. I wanted to wear something, with St. Patrick's Day being on, what was it, Friday?
Yeah, you said Easter, Jared.
Did I say Easter?
Yeah. He said day after Easter.
Oh, shit. Well, I'm sorry. Well, thank you for pointing that. See, I said something, didn't even realize that. Okay, so St. Patrick's Day, not Easter. I'm sorry. I retract that statement. St. Patrick's Day. I'm going to be laughing at this now the whole fucking rest of the day because I misspoke and I had mentioned the wrong holiday. Easter is not until next month, but I'm wearing green for St. Patrick's Day. And I probably said that at the top of the video too. I probably said Easter instead of St. Patrick's Day. And you didn't stop me. Oh, you were on the phone, so how could you? And you didn't stop me and you were sitting here the whole time. What the fuck? You let me make a mistake? But anyway, yeah, St. Patrick's Day is what I meant to say, not Easter. That's why I'm wearing the green. But although, like I said, it might be hard to tell that the shirt is green on screen, it's probably because of the lighting. That's because it kind of doesn't look green on the screen, and not how I'm seeing it. It might look green how other people see it, but not here. So, how was your week, Amy? Good?
Yeah.
A one-word
Well,
statement.
it was really good because I went to the dentist, got fitted for the dentures to make sure they look good.
Right.
Next month when I go back, I'll come home with my dentures in my mouth.
And before I forget, and I just remember this, not to change the subject or to cut Amy off, but tonight is the debut of Dan Richards' Sunday night flashback show on 103.9 The Fox, beginning at 7 o'clock tonight. And I think you said it goes until 11 o'clock. It won't be 5 hours, it'll be 4 hours, with this being the debut. They just want to test it, get it on its feet a little bit, so to speak, just to see how it's going to go, see how the viewership is going to react to it. I think tonight is more or less a trial. But he's going to do fantastic. I have no doubt about that. But I'm saying that I think this is just like a trial run kind of a thing, just to see how the listeners are going to. I guess I'm just not with it this week.
Still not awake, Jared.
I've been awake since 8 o'clock this morning, but yeah. So tonight, Dan, by the way, congratulations. Tonight, I think they would consider this a trial run, provided that it's the first show. and they just want to see how the listenership, if that's a word, I don't think it is, but they just want to see how it's going to go. But anyway, congratulations, Dan, for the debut of your Sunday Night Flashback, and I will definitely be listening. I think I can listen live on their website, 103.9 The Fox. I'm going to look for that, and I'm going to be listening tonight at 7 o'clock. So go get them, Dan. You got this. And as a matter of fact, Dan's Sunday Flashback. Shut up, Bear. Sorry, folks. Last night, or not last night. Fuck. His Sunday Flashback show originated in Flint. And then for the last 14 years, it's been in Saginaw at WKCQ. And now it's back in Flint, where it belongs, I guess, is how most people would view that. That's what I just said. I just told you that. Now, are you losing your shit? Welcome to the club. But I just said it started in Flint. So it has returned home to Flint. So congratulations to Dan. I don't think Kay is in chat anymore. Because I asked Kay to say yes or to say bananas. I don't think she's in chat anymore. That's okay. That's all right, Kay. That's okay. I forgive you. But there's been a lot going. Oh, wait a minute. I'm sorry. I'm here. Okay. Oh, okay. All right. I just wanted to make sure. No. Thanks, KK. Okay. Uh-oh. I think my mic is cutting out. Sounds like my mic's cutting out. Maybe I shouldn't be so close to the mic. Can you still hear me? Okay. If you can hear me, say yes, because now my mic is acting a little funny. Okay, good. I just want to make sure because these mics do act a little funny at times. These are my condenser mics. I don't know if you can hear the little tapping. Can you hear the tapping, Kay? Say yes again if you can hear the tapping. Okay, yep, she can hear it because I've got both mics. Because I have another mic just like this one, and it's off screen, and I might be using that soon, just in case if. Yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, yeah. Kay and I, and I know the full name, but I'm not going to say it because I don't need, any potential problem people coming after her. And yes, it's a woman, but we have repaired a friendship, and I just wanted to say that no matter what was said and done, I just wanted to say that I appreciate the fact that our friendship has been repaired and we're on speaking terms again. And she's been there, because I've been having issues with, dealing with mom's health and everything. And she's messaging me and saying, hey, I'm here if you need to talk. And it's been wonderful. So Kay, you know who you are. I love you dearly. And I thank you for being there for me when I needed you and just for somebody to talk to. And, and by the way, that cat is really talking out there. It's baby boy. No offense or anything, but that cat annoys me. But Kay, I just wanted to say thank you again from the bottom of my heart. And I'm hoping that my travel plans in the future will involve coming to see you and meet you and maybe have lunch, or, maybe we can make a day of it. I don't know. We'll have to discuss some details in Messenger on Facebook because, like I said, not everybody needs to know my business, let alone yours. If we hang out, cool. If we talk about things and get some shit straightened out, cool. But I don't want to come down, I don't think we're going to argue or fight about anything or bring up old issues or whatever, but it's just an opportunity for the two of us to actually, be face to face and to sit across from one another or sit next to one another, however it happens. but it'll be an opportunity for us to actually talk face to face and to get to know each other better and have a nuanced conversation as we've talked on the phone too, which has been really nice. But yeah, I just thank you so much for being there for me, and I'm thankful for you. You know, despite the differences we had in the past, which that's water under the bridge. But I love you, girl. Thank you for everything.
Tracy's one of your friends.
Yeah. And by the way, her son is a Wilms tumor survivor, just like I am.
Right.
So to the haters. But Amy, I did ask you how your week was. See, I'm losing my shit again.
Yeah, I said.
Yeah, it was a one-word response.
I
She said it was
I
good.
said good, and then I explained about the dentist.
Did you get the new chompers?
Yeah, you did say that. I'm
And
just
I've also started therapy, Jared.
yeah. You did say that. I guess I'm just not with it today.
It's helping.
I went to Owasso last night and I got a surge protector because I have a DMX lighting setup. You're the sweetest, Kay. I love and adore you. I went to Owasso to Walmart last night and decided to get a surge protector because I have DMX lighting, which, by the way, DMX lighting is pretty much, you can control a light show. I've got the controller. It's a DMX controller where I can make the lights be certain colors at certain points and things like that. It's really cool. I've got more lights on the way, by the way. I special ordered some lights from the Walmart website. They are headed this way. I should be getting them this week. They're called wash lights. I'm expecting 4 of them, and with tax or shipping one of them, it came to like $195, which isn't bad. It's not bad. It's about the same price I paid for my DMX controller. But with my DMX controller, I had received 4 additional DMX cables to go with it. So, um,
DJ equipment and everything?
yeah. So I wanna have a light show, one that I can program myself, and here. Just got to there we go. Just a reply to K in chat. But yeah, so I've got a DMX lighting system going, and it's really exciting. I'm still learning the ropes, and I've been tinkering with it here and there, and it helps to take my mind off of things that are bothering me about my mom and her health. And um, by the way, I also want to point out, because I did mention that I hit the bottle heavy last week, and Dad was there, and my brother was there. I just want to say that drinking is not the answer. Drinking solves nothing. No matter how bad the problem or situation is, drinking solves nothing. Because when that hangover wears off, the hangover, I had the room was dizzy and my stomach was doing flip flops. But when that hangover wears off, those problems still exist, irrespective of the drinking or the, whatever's going on. The problems are still there. So drinking is not the answer, although I'm 36 years old. I'm old enough to make my own decisions. I don't need babysitters and people telling me what to do. Although, I appreciate people who are concerned. Like my dad, he was like, "Hey, Jared, slow it down a bit, buddy. You're hitting those bottles pretty fast." And I looked at him, and with tears in my eyes, tears rolling down my face, I said, "I don't give a fuck." And I finished off the last bottle, looked at the next bottle, the full bottle, and just goop, 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 right down the hatch. But I was drinking angry. Whether you're drinking angry or happy in regards to a problem, drinking is not the answer. So I just want to point that out. I also mentioned that on Facebook in a public post. Drinking is not the answer, and I don't recommend it, but it's something I did. I'm not holier than thou. I'm not perfect, but I needed to take the edge off for a little while, and I did. But yeah, I mentioned at the top of the video that I have travel plans set in place. I'm not announcing where I'm going. I'm not announcing where I'm flying out of. I'm not announcing airlines or anything like that. I'm not giving the specifics because it's really no one else's business other than the person or people I'm going to see, except for Kay. I mean, I'm not going to need a flight to see Kay. She's within driving distance. I could drive to see her, but I just don't really like to announce a lot of details about people, the specifics of, like where I'm flying out of, the airline I'm using, the airport I'm going to, or the airport I'm arriving at, or where my layovers are, if there are layovers. I don't like to give the specifics because you just never know. There's a lot of sociopathic motherfuckers out there who like to start shit with people, and they would have to be pretty brave to show up at an airport with heightened security to try to fuck with me. That's all I'm saying. Um, I've just been so busy, and I don't feel as though I've been with it this past week. Like I've just been all over every day, between I got drunk, last week, and just been going back and forth to the airports and trying to, find deals on tickets. And I don't know, man. I need a break. And, I want to make sure that I'm there for my mom, but at the same time, I need to get away too. And this particular trip that I'm planning was planned out months in advance. Actually, it was planned out like a year or two ago. We had talked about this. My friends and I had talked about this, me coming to see them. And so this has been planned ahead for a very long time. Um, as far as my mom is concerned with her treatment, I've been having a hard time dealing with that and accepting the fact that she has to go through the shit that I had to go through, but I have no doubt that she's gonna be okay, she's gonna make it through this, she's gonna beat this thing once and for all. But the part of the news that set me to drinking last week was the fact that they discovered a new tumor and they have to go in and remove it. And I'm really worried, I don't and this subject, this topic comes up often. I don't like to think about losing my parents. I don't like to even talk about losing my parents, but someday it's going to happen. There's no getting around it. I have to accept it. And it's one of those difficult discussions that no one likes to have, especially when it comes to a loved one, whether it be parents, brothers, sisters, boyfriends, girlfriends, wives, husbands. It just doesn't make a difference. Um, these are conversations that no one wants to have, even children. I mean, there's a lot of people out there whose children are sick and potentially maybe, you know, not around much longer. And those are difficult conversations to have. Um, no one likes to talk about death, but it's a part of life. It's something we have to talk about. We have to accept it. And I think the main thing to take away from that is you have to spend time with people now and enjoy the time you have with people now, so you'll have those memories. And I'm not saying necessarily that my mom is gonna die from I'm not saying that that is the case. I'm not saying that she will or won't, but I'm saying that inevitably, death is a part of life, and we just have to accept it. Um, but it's been a wild and crazy week, and Facebook, I'm trying to limit my interactions on social media, not because I don't love my friends and cherish my friends, I do. It's just that social media is predicated on feedback and validation, if nothing else. And when you deal with idiots who come on Facebook and they post selfies, and when they get the reaction or the feedback or the validation they look for, they freak the fuck out anyway. And it's like, you are an absolute dick. And you can go the fuck away. You block me, cool. I don't care. Um, and that's something else too. I had to really when I was away from Facebook, I had to I had time away, so I had time to think and to reevaluate things. And when I was away from Facebook, I thought to myself, people blocking and unfriending me, that was really something that ruined my day. I don't live on Facebook. I live out here in the real world, not on YouTube, but in the real world. I am navigating and exploring and sharing space and time with people, with actual physical people, not profiles, not avatars, not emojis. That's not the life that we actually live, and that's not the life I'm going to live. It's like when people post on Facebook, they say, and Amy, you could probably relate to this or have a comment. People who say, well, I'm cleaning out my friends list today, doing a little quote unquote spring cleaning. Do you really have that much time in a day to sit on Facebook and go through your friends list? Which, by the way, why the fuck did you accept the friend request in the first place?
Yep.
And secondly, do you really have that kind of time to sit through Facebook and scroll mindlessly like a fucking lab rat? Oh, I think I'll block them. Oh, I think I'll block them. I'll keep them. Oh, but I'll block them. I'll delete them. Do you really have that kind of time in a day?
I wish I did.
I can't just sit on, because I don't live on Facebook. Therefore, I can't just sit there and scroll through my Facebook and just, well, I think I'll block this person, delete this person. I only block and delete if I find it necessary to do so, but not just because. Those people are in my circle for a reason. They're in my friends list and my network of friends for a reason. On occasion, I'll reach out to someone in text message or in Messenger, and I'll say, "Hey, what's up?" But to actually sit and scroll through my friends list and decide who I'm going to keep and who I'm going to delete is pretty fucking stupid, and it's a time waste. I got better things to do, and I just don't see how people have that kind of time between family and work and other important stuff. How do you find the time to actually sit and do things like that? I don't get it. Kay might know. My friend Kay might know. But I don't think she's still here. I think she left. But it's been one of those weeks where and I'm not even upset at the fact that YouTube had taken down my editorial called The Unspoken Disease. It doesn't even bother me. Because that is a risk that I take in uploading the videos, so I can expect that to happen. Or you just get some butthurt narcissist fuckhole who they don't like the truth being said about them, and so they're going to flag the video. Oh, Jared said this about me and said that about me. Well, because I'm the only one with the balls and the backbone and the brawn to say it, because everybody else is too fucking afraid to say it. So I don't know. It doesn't bother me in the least. There's more to come, so stay tuned and make sure you're subscribed. Because you live here. You live on YouTube, not Facebook. Fuck Facebook. No, I don't even live on YouTube.
The only thing I really like Facebook for is, like I said, I've been able to find my biological.
Yeah. I mean, you can find people, you can, reach out to people. And if you are connected on Facebook, great, because that means you can make plans. You can, like me, make travel plans. You can,
Yes, that's what me and my son have done.
right.
Dad,
So it's good for that. I'm not saying that Facebook entirely is bad, because there is some good that comes with it, but the good that comes from Facebook is very minimal, like this minimal. Like a fucking fraction of a centimeter minimal. The rest is bullshit.
You know what happened to me the other night? I'm sitting here and then all of a sudden I get a message on Messenger, and the person is wanting to know if something about money.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I friended you because I thought I knew you.
Yeah.
Your name sounded familiar, and then I get this, and it's like,
is it Cash App? Is it a Cash App message? Because I get those all the time.
No, this wasn't even Cash App. It was
because the Cash App, that's a scam.
yeah.
And I caught on to that really quick. Just like someone had was pretending to be one of my friends who's an oncology mother, and they messaged me under her name and said, "I'm stranded. I need money."
Which reminds me, there is someone using one of my accounts, and I don't know.
Oh
which
yeah,
one.
I imagine, but
And they're like, "Oh,
they
you
were
need to
posing.
change you need to change your
Switch the password, yeah.
Yeah.
But they were posing as one of my friends, and they messaged me and said, "Oh well, I need money. I'm stranded." And it's like, wait a minute here, And I luckily I have the cell phone number of this friend, and I texted them. I said, "Are you stranded somewhere?" And she says, "No, why?" Okay. I think you've been hacked on
Yeah.
Facebook. And that's something that these hackers, they really don't think about that. Like, I can verify as to whether or not they are stranded, if it's real or if it's not, because I have email addresses, cell phone numbers. I have ways of contacting people outside of Facebook. And these hackers, I guess, didn't consider that. Um, like, duh, hello, they can confirm that if I'm talking directly to them, because who else is going to have their phone? Um, it's common sense. I guess these hackers don't have that. What's going on? Bathroom? Oh, Dad's in the bathroom, and Amy's got to go, and she's like, "Come on, come on, come on." Um,
I tried to wait. I didn't wait.
I think Kay left. I think she had other things to do, but yeah, I mean everything I said to Kay in chat. I know who it is, but yeah, we had a storied past, a checkered past with misunderstandings and such, but we've been able to
sit down
and actually talk,
talk it out,
and that's
figure it
why
out.
and that's why for years I have made attempts to talk to people who have a misunderstanding. And sometimes you can't talk to people. They believe what they want to believe, and that's that.
Yeah, that's what my son's going through, I think, the most right now.
Yeah.
is He
It's
knows how
unfortunate.
he feels, but then everybody else is saying,
Well,
no,
but here's the thing too.
you need to drift away.
When I well with the in my situation, they're believing gossip. And when I say you're believing something to which there is no evidence for, and I'm asking you to present that or to get the evidence, show me what they're talking about, demonstrate what the claim is, right? Verify that the
Yeah.
claim about me is true. That's all I've been asking for the last, I don't know, 5, 6 fucking years, and still nothing. And I still repeatedly get sandbagged on this request. So if that's not obvious to people that it's a bullshit made up lie, then I don't know what is. I think it's the fact that when I try to have conversations with certain individuals, they know that I use the word fuck. And I don't know what that has to do with me trying to point out an obvious, show me some evidence. Show me anything that makes this claim true. Show me the fucking evidence. Well, they don't like when I say the word fuck. Too bad. Um, but I will say it time and time and time and time again until people get it that you're being lied to. And that's what I'm talking about in this instance. But, and it's like people who go on Facebook and they say things like, well, I don't covet your approval. Your approval is not needed. Well, how fucking self contradictory is that? You're going on Facebook to say this. You're going on the one platform where the platform is set up specifically, it is predicated on validation and feedback. When you go on Facebook and say, well, your approval is not, I don't covet your approval, you're a fucking liar. That's what Facebook is. We seek approval from other people and things that we write about, post about, anything. We seek approval. That's what Facebook is. I'm a victim of it myself. But I don't go on Facebook and say, well, your approval of me is not needed. That's horseshit. If someone's approval of me is not needed, then I don't make an effort to put it on Facebook where the approval is most likely going to be met. And when I try to point this out to people who I think would understand, they say, well, maybe they need the pat on the back, but you're missing the point. You're missing the point. If you go on a website, social networking, if you go on Facebook or Twitter or whatever and say, well, your approval is not needed, I don't covet your approval, then why the fuck are you there in the first place? That's what that is. Social media is based on validation and feedback and approval. That's all it is, if nothing. That is the meat and potatoes of social media. Approval, feedback, and validation. I mean, how stupid is it to say that? And it's no different than the people who go on Facebook and say, well, I don't care what people think about me. Well, obviously you do care, because you wouldn't have posted it if you didn't care. It's self-contradiction is what it is. Anybody who goes on Facebook and says something like, well, your approval is not needed, I don't care what people think about me, you are engaged in a self-contradiction, because that is specifically where people go for that very thing. Validation, approval, and the third one, validation, approval, and feedback. That's feedback. That's the word I was thinking of. But anyway, I made my point. Isn't that right, Amy?
Yep.
She'll just say, yep. She wasn't out here. She didn't hear me talk, but
Well, I did too.
you did hear me talk.
Yeah, you can hear you through the vents.
Oh, through the vents. Okay.
That's why when
Okay.
you're here, I wouldn't know what's going
That's her way of saying Jared is a fucking big mouth. I don't care. I'll be a big mouth until people get it.
Like I said, you'll be in here talking away. I don't know if you're talking to a friend or what.
Yeah. Well, I have my door shut. Yeah.
I'll come out to Dad and I'll say, Jared's talking to himself again.
No, I actually, most of the time I am talking to someone on the phone.
Yeah.
It's just I don't always have it on speaker.
Right.
I'll have the phone up to it. If the door's shut, I mean, obviously you would assume I'm talking to myself, but if the phone's not on speaker where the conversation can be heard,
Yeah.
I'm like this talking.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I get it. I get what you're saying.
Just like when you holler at the dog and everything.
Yeah.
I know.
Oh yeah, because I shout through the walls.
Even if I'm sleeping.
Shut the fuck
If
up.
I'm just lightly sleeping, I hear you.
Yeah.
And it's like,
Fucking dogs don't shut up. Like Bear out here, he just.
yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Then you got the cat that sits by the window and freaking meows.
By the way,
Like he's gonna eat.
by the way, Bear is not our dog. We're watching this dog for someone else. And and by the way, something else I wanted to point out too. I'm just on a roll today. I had uploaded an editorial about gender reveal, and someone had commented, and the name of the YouTube account was You're Trashy. And I mean, what kind of bullshit? Okay, so I know right away that that's a troll, someone who obviously knows me and my family. And after they watched that video, they commented that they were going to report my video to the DEA. What the fuck is a DEA going to do about a YouTube video? Like, really? The Drug Enforcement Agency is going to look at my video about my objection to gender reveal parties, and they're going to come after me. Okie dokie. Goodbye, prick. I blocked you. You'll never comment on my videos ever again. But they know who I am. They just come in under fake names like the cowards that they are, and they don't ever come clean on their true identity. But oh well. I don't know how, and the thing is, I don't know for how much longer I'm going to keep on with the editorials. I might just stop doing them altogether. But now that I know that people are watching, I just might continue, because there's a lot of other topics and discussions that I might want to talk about. Or there's always the daily rants. I can continue to do those. I have my options. This is my channel. And, there's people out there who they don't like the truth. They just don't like the truth. They don't like to be told the truth about anything. What's that?
15 minutes, Jared.
Until we're done?
Yeah, it's 3:45 now.
Oh, it's already 3:45. Well, that's okay though, because I have to go watch another live stream. It's called The Line. Um, and the guy that I watch, his name is Matt Dillahunty. Matt, I don't know if you ever watch my videos, man, but I like to add you as a Facebook friend. But um, yeah, I have always been a fan of Matt Dillahunty. He has made me think about a lot of things about atheism and abortion and other things like that. So listening to him kind of helped to give me some ideas about things, and I've been watching him ever since. So his program comes on at it would be 4 o'clock my time, so it'd be 3 o'clock his time, I do believe. Yes, because they're, and I think they're Central Time. Ah, fuck, I don't know. Um, oh, okay, so I can. There's one way of verifying. So let's see here. Um, Current time in Austin, Texas. 2:46. Yeah, they're an hour behind. That's what I thought. They're in Central Time, Central Daylight Time. Well, perfect. Perfect. So when I'm done here, I will certainly, um, yeah, I will certainly go and watch Matt. I was going to, I was gonna go do some grocery shopping today, but had change of plans, so I won't be doing that. But yeah, and I still have to shop for Easter too, which is a month away. But yeah, it's all right. But yeah, this hour goes by quick. I don't want to extend it any longer than I have to. I had thought about maybe modifying the time, but I think an hour is sufficient.
Yeah.
An hour gives me plenty of time to talk about the things I want to talk about. I can use the whole hour for one subject, or I can, uh, use the hour to talk about a multiple variant of different things. Um, so yeah, I think an hour is sufficient. I considered maybe an hour and a half or something to that effect, but I think an hour is plenty of time to talk about things that I want to talk about. But I think Kay has left the room. That's okay. She has children that she has to tend to, and yeah, she's good people. Um, so, and it only goes to show. I want that to be evidence to all of you watching this that it is possible that when you talk and when you have discussions with people, although they may be convinced of something that is said as opposed to shown, you can talk to people and say, look, you're believing things for no good reason, and I would like to know what the reason is. Because if I'm doing something that is illegal, especially illegal or against the law in any way, which is illegal, um, if you have evidence of me doing something that is illegal or against the law, why would they withhold that? If I'm such a threat to people, why would they withhold the evidence that could have me put away? Wouldn't they just put it in a police report to ensure that I get put away? And that's another good point that I brought up. And it's like all of these clues, all of these things, this is how I get people to think. That's how you disprove um, gossip and rumors. You make people think about you think about what you're being told here. I tried this with Lori Libby because her son is a cancer warrior. I've tried this with lots of people. I've tried it with Lisa Ward and Melissa Markham, and I don't want to rattle off too many names, but I've tried this with lots of people. Debbie Zemlock, I've tried it with her. It's like, why would you believe something of which there is no? But I don't think Debbie Zemlock and I stopped talking because of gossip or rumors. We stopped talking because she was brainwashed by the nonprofit organization called Fighting All Monsters. She was bought off. And that is what I had an issue with. That's what I will always have an issue with. People who are being bought and sold and bribed to defend criminal organizations. You might as well be better off defending the Catholic Church, because it's to that effect. And all these people who um, they have their leaders. They follow leaders, and the leaders are no better than the people they represent, and that is a problem. I'm not a leader, although people follow me or they pay attention to the things I say, but I don't consider myself a leader. I'm okay with being a childhood cancer survivor apart from all the advocacy bullshit. And I'm not shy about talking about it. And when people press me on this or they ask me questions, I'll tell them straight. And I don't care if they get mad at me or not. Um, my patience is paper thin. I just don't deal with that shit anymore. And when someone's going to come to me and defend somebody when they're being liars or they're being fraudulent and fake and who and what they are and what they do, well, then that presents a problem. Um, I'm not going to shut up about it. You can take down all my editorials. I don't give a fuck. I'm always going to bounce back and I'm going to say something entirely new or different, but it's going to be of the same subject because people have a right to know. You don't hail yourself as a public figure and then lie about somebody and foster gossip and rumors, because I will call your bitch ass out in a fucking purple flash. I'm not even close to kidding. I'll put you on blast like you've never seen before in your life. Here on YouTube, I don't know. Facebook, maybe, but don't act stupid. Don't lie about me. Don't make shit up, because I will call it out and I'll call you out. Um, but such is life. And life goes on. But no one else is commenting in chat. I think Kay left. I think she left. It's okay, Kay. It's KK. I still love you. You're good people. And I have people watching from, like we're friends on Facebook. I didn't tell them that I had this other channel where I do Sunday videos. However, I get text messages from them all the time. Oh yeah, I watched your Sunday video. It was good. You speak the truth and you hit on a lot of good points. Well, I try. I'm not perfect. I'm far from it, and I don't live an ethereal lifestyle. But I'm a no bullshit kind of guy, and if you're gonna defend bullshit and lies and gossip, then you're just as disgusting as the person who come up with it.
And I know none of my friends watch, but you're rubbing off on me now.
I'm creating a monster over here on the couch. Amy knows. You don't take shit from people. You have every bit of a right to defend yourself, as a person has a right to sit there and say shit about you, even if whether it's true or not. But in this case, what I'm talking about not being true, and then you have people just believing blindly because the hunter doesn't want to become the hunted. And I get it. You don't want to face backlash for actually agreeing with me. So it's easier to just align yourself and become compliant with the group of people who are bashing me than it is to actually say, you know what? You guys are wrong. And what Jared is saying is true. 5 minutes? Well, if Dad was out here, I would turn the floor over to him, but he's not out here. Where are you, Dad? Hope he didn't fall in. He's still in the bathroom. Okay, Amy, I'll just turn the floor over to you so you can say what you got to say.
Well,
Say what you got to say.
I'm trying to think of how to say. Peace out. Be safe. Be careful out there when you travel. You never know what the weather's like.
Weather was nuts yesterday.
Probably
It was
cold out there today because of the wind.
yeah, it was windy as shit yesterday, and the snow, it'd be heavy, then it would go away, the sun would come out, then it would start snowing heavily, then the sun would come out, and it was just back and forth, on and off all day long between heavy bursts of snow and the sun shining. It's just crazy. It's just crazy.
My son and them got snow up there again last night, and I mean, their snow's like this freaking high already,
Yeah.
if not higher.
Well, they live next to the lake too, so that lake effect snow really is.
Then you figure they get everything that comes from Canada and everything over too.
Well, so do we, but they live next to the lake.
Yeah.
We're further inland, so they get the lake effect where it just nonstop, constantly fucking snows. Where further inland, we get maybe, depending on how well it holds together, it'll drift east in our direction, and then we get that lake effect snow. But it doesn't always make it this far across.
Where it mellows out by the time it hits.
It'll fizz out before it even gets to us. Yeah.
But we're in the middle. You figure we're in the middle of the north and the south.
Yeah, we're inland. We're further inland. They refer to our area as the Great Lakes Bay region. It used to be the Tri-Cities or the Saginaw Valley, but now they call it the Great Lakes Bay region. I liked it when it was just the Saginaw Valley.
Yeah, it would make it a lot easier.
Yeah. You know, and speaking of that, there was one place that I've never been that I want to go. It's called the Shiawassee National Wildlife Refuge. I have never been there. Never in my life. It's been there. That's been over there for ages, since even before I was born, and I've never been there. And I've lived in Saginaw County my entire life, and never knew, didn't know. But that might be a place I might want to check out sometime this summer, because I go to Ringwood Forest during the summer, and I walk the trails, but
there's not really much wildlife
at Ringwood Forest, it's not prevalent. Like if you go to the Shiawassee National Wildlife that's a wildlife refuge.
Yeah.
It's meant for wildlife, but at Ringwood Forest, I mean, you get deer and squirrels and stuff.
They had one in Shiawassee County, but they closed it.
Yeah.
Poor conditions for the animals.
The Shiawassee National Wildlife Refuge over by Saginaw, that's always been there. That's just been real estate. And then they've got the trails where you can take side by sides, golf carts, and things like that. That's always been there.
Oh.
Yep, that's always been over there. Yep. So, yeah, but that's one place I've never been, but I'd like to check out. Dad, we're down to the last 2 minutes, man. You're gonna miss it.
I don't think he's gonna make it.
That's all right. That's okay. We're down to 1 minute now. Yeah. But anyway, I'm going to use this final minute to say thank you so much for watching, tuning in this week. My name is Jared Fuller, aka the Jerry Bear. Find me on Facebook. As a matter of fact, I will put up a link to my Facebook in the chat. So make sure you follow that link. Make sure you're signed on Facebook first, and it'll take you right to my social media. You can follow me. I tweaked the settings on my account where you can actually follow me in addition to send me a friend request. If you don't want to add me as a friend, you can still follow me. And if you Oh yeah, it's my friend, one of my oncology friends that I've been talking to. But you can add me as a friend, or you can just simply follow me if you don't want to add me as a friend. And again, the same rule applies on my Facebook. If you come on my Facebook acting a fool, I'll block your bitch ass. But if you come on my Facebook and you behave yourself, you're more than welcome. But anyway, we are at the 4 o'clock mark. I have to go watch Matt Dillahunty on the line. So y'all have a great week. Much love to you. Be safe, stay warm. And Dad would say, have a great week and look out for your neighbors. So I'm out of here, guys. I'll see you next week. Take care of yourselves and your neighbors. Bye.